If you really want to become a better shooter, I like to concentrate on the basics. And you may hear a lot of people that make it more difficult than it really needs to be. It's not rocket science. It's something that if you concentrate on the basics, you will get better. And starting with the position. When we get behind the gun, we want to be as low as possible to the ground. Okay, the taller you are, the harder it is to maintain a steady sight picture. So we want to be extremely low, as low as we can possibly get. Another thing we want to do is we want to control our breathing. If we're shooting while we're breathing, we could have a vertical string. So there's a respiratory pause somewhere between 3 to 5 seconds. We want to break that round off. If we go beyond 5 or even 8 seconds, if you're in super shape, you're going to go into oxygen depth and you're going to create more tension. So having a 3 to 5 second respiratory pause is when you're on the range in a perfect environment. Perfect environments do not exist on the battlefield. So, and even in the gaming industry, you're going to have to hold your breath when you're running and gunning. That's reality, okay? And your targets aren't going to be still. They're not going to be cardboard targets that don't move on you. They're going to be moving, you're going to be moving, and you're going to be breathing hard. So breath control is pretty important. Okay, back to position shooting. So when I come out to the range, every range is different, and they all provide me something a little different between one from the other. And I start looking around at things that I can shoot off of, things I can lean against or even hang off of, but try to think of something realistic that I would be shooting off of, because if you notice here, we have waist-high grass. So if I was in that really nice position in a prone, I wouldn't be able to see the target. So, and in a lot of cases, you do have to find that elevated position. We have a bench here that's pretty solid. We have these 4x4s. We also have this barricade that we can use for different positions as well. But I'm looking at these 4x4s as holding a nice position. I can lean my body into the 4x4 and develop a nice C-clamp, and even with my left shoulder, I can be pretty rock solid with this position. This is a really nice, solid position. And like we used to say in the Army, we're always improving our foxhole. So if I was in this position for a while, I would improve it to kneeling. But instead of the old front knee up, I would bring back my trail knee and I would rest my tricep on my knee bone. This is better because I have 2 points of contact. I have my contact up here in the front where I'm holding the barrel of my gun, and then I have my contact back here where I have my elbow on my knee. But not bone to bone where I'm swimming. I'm muscle to bone. I have my tricep on my kneecap. So the next time you're out at the range, challenge yourself in different positions, because the perfect world in the gaming industry does not exist, nor does it exist in the tactical environment called the battlefield.